Hey, 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 it's Tia, baby. And I am back with another video. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait for my hair to grow back. I've been regretting cutting it off so my hair can be healthy. But this stage is just like, oh my goodness. But I'm about to go to bed anyway. I always look like I'm about to go to bed. I'm ready for this quarantine to be over because I'm to the point where I'm ready to go back to work, like fresh back to work, like not working from home, but in the actual building, but whatever. Um, so this is Randall. I was, of course, go view my video that I just posted, but this is part two of that. Remember in that video that I talked about the Sloan lady and how she was talking about that Selena talked to her about her past life in Roman times because she said it was based on what they were wearing, and that she was fighting for someone she loved that her family didn't approve of. So, and people in the comment section was like, well, that sounds like a more prohibido. And of course, I mean, it did sound like that, but I think she was mistaken about, I think she was probably trying to tell her about, it may have been a past life because we all had past lives. I mean, it may have been one of her past lives, but I mean, I've read about Amor Prohibido and the origin about it, and it was stating that she had found love letters. Well, her grandmother either given her the love letters that she saved, that she wrote about the relationship she had, her grandmother had with her grandfather, the origin of that relationship, and how the grandmother was poor, grew up poor, and she was the grandfather. She was the maid of her grandfather, of Selena's grandfather's family, and Selena's grandfather came from a rich background, and this was in Mexico. So, no, I don't have corona. I was just coughing. Something was in my throat, but they couldn't mix. Poor people and rich people could not be in relations with each other, so they had to hide their relationship. And but long story short, they got married and all that, and of course, that's where Abraham. I think Abraham was born. That was Abraham's parents. So, with that song, she told A, B, and Pete about it, and she wanted to do a song based on that. So like, she gave Pete the letters that her grandmother wrote, and he was afraid to write a song about that because he was afraid that Abraham would dismiss the song because it was basically explaining how you going against your parents due to love or whatever. And also, I believe, I believe that not only that this song was based on her grandparents' relationship, but it was based on her own. Because look at the video, the origin of the video. The video, out of all the videos, Selena have done many music videos and done plenty of songs. That one particular song, Amor Prohibido, in that music video, she chose without even asking or talking to her husband. She chose to wear his shirts. She wore a white shirt of his and she wore a red shirt of his. And I think that was a symbolization of the what went down in her relationship. That, she and Chris were friends. Then their feelings start to grow. They started to have feelings for each other. They became boyfriend and girlfriend, but they had to hide their relationship because her father was not going to approve of it. And the band, even though they say they were okay with them being together, because of their fear of Abraham, they shunned him. They treated him, it was always like it was always unstable. One minute they cool with him, next minute they trashing him, or they treating him, not talking to him or whatever. So in order to keep them together, she talked him into marrying her. And it worked because now that they're married, not saying that they didn't want to get married, they wanted to get married, but probably not that soon, but he forced it upon them to do it fast sooner because that was the only way they can stay together because it's a law. It's, he can't do nothing about it now. So I think that it was a symbol that's why she wore those shirts to symbolize that she also was in a forbidden love. But now the juicy part. As I strolled down, I came across something that I didn't even know about. And it's pertaining to Ricky Vela and Suzette. Many people may know about it. I didn't know about this, but come to find out that Ricky Vela, who played the keyboards, I think he played the keyboards, or he played the drum. He did play the keyboards. He had strong feelings for Suzette. When he joined the band in the 80s, he's developed strong feelings for Suzette, but he never told anyone about it. He kept it to himself until she got married in September 1993. It broke his heart. And he wrote about it. Like before she got married, he wrote about his feelings towards her, but he never showed anybody. But then when he found out that she got married in 93, he wrote about his feelings about that, and his heart was broken, and that's where No Me Queda Más was born, which means there's nothing left. So the only person he told at the time was AB, and AB was like teasing him about it. But he presented that song to AB, but AB dismissed it at first because he was like, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But then he later changed his mind. So I was like blown away by that. I was like, wow, this is such a romantic triangle, or not triangle, dynamic. Because I believe, like I said in another video, that I believe that Suzette had a thing for Chris because I'm a female. If I see somebody that, she saw Chris and Selena like flirting with each other, she got upset for no reason and told the dad that about their relationship, their secret relationship. Now, me being a woman, like I said in the other video, that means she was jealous and she may have had a crush on him. But he didn't pursue her because he didn't see her in that way. He only saw her as, a brother, not a brother, older sister type of thing. But she probably was crushing on him. And like I said, I don't blame her. He's attractive. So I think that was what that was and why she told. But she ain't going to admit that. And then now come to find out, and then of course Chris and Selena, grew attraction to each other, and they, got married and stuff like that. And then come to find out Ricky Vela has deep feelings for Suzette and kept it to himself all these years. Because I think he entered the band in the mid-'80s, and he still had feelings for her up until she got married in 93. That's almost 10 years. And you never said nothing to her? Why? Like, I didn't understand. I don't know if maybe he was afraid that, because of what happened. Maybe he was afraid of Abraham, or he didn't want to mess up his chances of being in the group. So he kept it to himself because that is one of Abraham's kids. But I don't know. So that's probably why he was probably afraid of Abraham. I don't know, but it was just interesting to know about that. But if anybody knows more about that dynamic, please let me know in the comment section. I just had to air that out. I just had to say something about that because it blew me away. I didn't know that. So, yeah, like, subscribe, comment, favorite, follow me, and I will come back with another video soon. Peace.